Everyone always talks about the feel-good factor with exercise, but what if this isn't the case for you? In this video, I'm going to talk about why exercise might actually feel miserable for some people and what you can do about it to help you move forward. I'm Dr. Paula Watson, and I'm an exercise psychologist specialising in weight and related behaviours. I see a lot of clients who come to me because they don't feel they get that exercise feel-good factor we're supposed to get. Instead, for them, exercise, it might be a source of pressure, a source of distress, a source of mental pain in itself. This can feel quite a lonely place to be, because if you Google any of these things, or if you Google exercise and mental health, or exercise and anxiety, for instance, all you find are all these articles about why exercise is good for our mental health, exercise is good for anxiety. And this, understandably, can leave you asking, what's wrong with me? Am I a failure because I don't feel this way? Let me tell you, you are not a failure. Nothing is wrong with you. There are a lot of people that feel this way out there. The reason I'm making this video and the reason why I do what I do is to help raise awareness and to help people work through to overcome these difficulties, because it is possible. There are many reasons why people might find exercise a miserable experience, so I'm just going to share with you a few of the common ones I see. So the first one is thinking of exercise too narrowly. When you're thinking of exercise, you might have a particular picture, or what we commonly conjure up is kind of a really Mr. Muscles in gym and lycra and shouting, no pain, no gain. In reality, movement is far greater than that. And actually, there's lots of different ways of moving to benefit our health. So the first thing to think about is thinking about movement more holistically. You're probably already doing a lot more than you think. So everything counts: pottering around the house, your household chores, walking to the shop, playing with your kids. This is all movement and it's all beneficial for our health. The second factor, which most people experience, is the fact that they've had bad experiences of exercise in their past. A lot of the clients I work with might not have had any exercise experiences since school, and their school experience of exercise was school PE, which for a lot of people might have been a miserable one. It might have been that you were bullied because of your weight. It might be that you didn't feel you could keep up with people. It might be that you got punished for being too slow and then stuck in that negative cycle. And if I think back to my own childhood, I remember in my secondary school distinctly being the only person in my class who couldn't swim a whole length. So I had to wear a red cap. And this made me stand out. And I got in my head from then, I'm a red cap swimmer, I'm a rubbish swimmer. That stuck with me. So these experiences can stick with us and create a picture to that, that we're not an exerciser, we're not a sporty individual, and actually that dread of being involved in something that was so miserable when we were younger. The third thing that can make exercise miserable for us is if we're worrying too much about what everyone else is thinking. One of the best quotes I heard once was suggesting, well, I'm not worrying about what I think of me or what you think of me. I'm worrying about what I think you think of me. So actually, is there likely to be any truth in that? Probably not. I'm mind reading. But this might be really strong for you, particularly if you're body conscious, if you're self-conscious of how you look in environments where people can see you exercising. Some of my clients even get that feeling of I don't belong, or I don't deserve to be exercising, I don't look like an exerciser, or I've let myself down, so this isn't the place for me to be. But at the same time, perhaps you're really wanting to get out there and exercise and get over it, so that can feel really difficult. And the fourth reason might be that you suffer a mental health condition or a physical health condition that makes exercise difficult. We hear a lot about how good exercise is for our physical and mental health, but we don't hear so much about the other side of it, that research also supports that actually, if we're mentally and physically healthy, exercise is going to be much easier for us. So the flip is also true. If we're struggling with a physical disability or a physical health condition that perhaps makes mobility difficult, that perhaps makes it less comfortable or painful for us to move, exercise is going to be more challenging. If we've got a mental health condition, particularly an anxiety disorder or depression, these can make us feel low energy. They can send our thoughts, our worries spiraling. So any of those fears we have about what other people think of us are going to be escalated. They can make it difficult to get out of the house in the morning or difficult to be around other people. You might struggle with anxiety being around others. So these things are all going to make exercise feel less enjoyable for some people. So I've outlined some of the reasons why people may find exercise miserable. These aren't all the reasons, so don't worry if there's others that I haven't picked up in this video. But I hope it helps you understand that you're not alone. And what I will say is it is possible to change. I've worked with clients who have experienced all 4 of these examples I've given, and I've seen them change and reach the point where they're actually choosing to move their body rather than feeling that they should move their body. So as a starting point, ask yourself, what movement am I doing at the moment? And actually, are there aspects of movement that do give me some joy? Try and think more holistically beyond just that exercise idea. Secondly, be kind to yourself. Reflect on what from your past might have contributed to you feeling this way. Sometimes understanding these things can help us be more compassionate towards ourselves. And finally, remember the gym isn't for everyone. It's perfectly okay if you don't enjoy it, and you don't need to enjoy it to benefit your health. There's way more ways that you can be active, that can be more enjoyable and that might be more suitable for you. If you found the information in this video helpful, please do consider subscribing, as this can help raise awareness for other people in the same situation. It can be a starting point to learn from generic tips from videos like this, but sometimes we do need to work through these things one-to-one with an individual. I do offer exercise psychology support, so if at any point you feel ready to explore and address your own relationship with exercise, please do reach out.